Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Sunday morning, 4 days away from our new year. With us today is Lynn Shaw, and she's with Lynn's Warriors, and she is concerned about our children. And Lynn, what is today's subject?
Today, John, we are going to talk about TikTok and why this new deal that not too many are talking about, but kind of mentioning the business end of it, but nobody's really talking about how this affects children and families. So first, we're going to talk about three different things. The first thing I want to say is most children ages 8 to 17 use three platforms. They use Snap, they use YouTube, and they use TikTok. Now, we have about close to 200 million Americans on a daily basis utilizing, that's more than half the country utilizing this TikTok, and a large percentage children, okay? So there's three things I want to cover, and these are the 3 points. You ready, John?
Yes.
I want the majority American control of the American version of TikTok. We're going to go over that. Why we're avoiding this national ban we kept hearing about under the Biden administration and the early days of the Trump administration. And ding, 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 I like to say, here we go. Ongoing questions about algorithms and ownership and influence. So here's what happened. On December 18th, TikTok and its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, signed this binding agreement with American and international investors led by Oracle and Silver Lake and MGX to form this new U.S. joint venture, because the whole thing under the Biden administration was, national security threat. We can't, what they're doing, China, they're infiltrating. But, John, they never spoke about ever, and I kept raising and sounding the alarm about it. Okay, national security threat. But what about the harms to our kids? We have numerous TikTok challenges where kids are eating Tide Pods and subway surfing and stealing Kia cars. That was a big one for a while. So nobody ever discussed that. So now we're waiting. President Trump takes office. He delayed this announcement of, again, American ownership, but tying it to a national security threat, not the kids again. And he put out 3 or 4 delays. Now we finally come very quietly on December 18th to this agreement. And what it means, I say, nothing much has changed, because TikTok is still, ByteDance, they still have about a 20% ownership in TikTok in America, John. So what does this mean for kids? Because here's what's going on. Listen, do you know in China, John, the kids, they are allowed 40 minutes a day on TikTok. The subject matters are educational or about their nation, about having pride, about manners, about all kinds of things. After 40 minutes, it completely shuts down.
And Australia just passed a new rule too.
No social media under 16. I mean, other countries are doing better than we are doing. What is going on here, John? But I say to you, why are we, this kowtowing, bending, to China when our children are being harmed? I want to tell you about some of the harms here that we know about that are very well documented, again, by these dangerous algorithms feeding our American kids, getting them exposed to all kinds of things. But the research is showing us that the TikTok feed can quickly push kids towards harmful content, including intense mental health topics, and we do have a youth mental health crisis in America, and distressing material because of the algorithms, which are amplifying these risky videos, faster than filters can even filter anything out. So I'm saying, why are we still have an ownership over about 21% from China? I thought America was going to own it. But here's the thing. The mental health impact is linked to so many increased anxiety, depression. This is for kids, disrupted sleep, negative effects on attention span. So when they go to school, they're falling asleep. Addiction. There's internet addiction, and they're addicted to TikTok. You don't like a video? What do? You swipe to the next. You keep going. Compulsive use. We've had kids who have beat their parents up because the parents took their device away because they said no more TikTok. So we have violence now because it encourages this endless scrolling. Again, that's fostering these addictive habits. So then what do we have? Exposure to inappropriate content. We always talk about that on The Warriors. Reports and studies, we have so many of them, found that sexualized material, violence, violent clips, explicit content can still reach accounts set up to mimic, under 13 users, despite any safety settings that TikTok claims you can, put on to shield your kids from anything. And remember, the kids are savvy. They know how to get around the guardrails, right? Cyberbullying and negative interactions. We have so much of this. People hide behind their screens. And we have the users are facing high levels of harassment, again, harmful contents, which contribute to what? Lower self-esteem and distress. So we're attacking our kids' minds. So what do we want to do about all this? What we want to do about all this is, number one, talk to our kids. Number two, we have close to about 70% of U.S. teens saying they use TikTok on a daily basis and almost constantly. That's the key word. I don't know how they're eating, sleeping, and going to school if they're using TikTok almost constantly. So teen girls are reporting about 66 to 68% higher usage than teenage boys. They're at about a 59%. But here's what we want to do. What are we going to do? TikTok is not designed, including this new American version, that they're still working out. This is the part, John, I don't like. They're still working out the algorithms. Why aren't they prepared? They've had over a year to, at least under the Trump administration, to figure all this out before unleashing it, which tells me we're really not going to see many changes for child safety. Why isn't it designed on the American end?
When is all this supposed to happen?
John?
When is all this supposed to happen?
Okay, so this deal was December 18th, and it's supposed to all go into effect somewhere in January into early February. See, again, the details are always wishy-washy. We never get the actual what's really happening. And on December 18th, when this was launched, everybody I brought it up to that morning was like, I didn't hear about this. Where is this? This should be like a major media headline. Now, there were a few business reports about it. But again, John, it's like, we talk about the AI. There's a lot of good with that. The flip side, what about the safety for kids and families? Okay, now we have TikTok.
Well,
what about the safety for kids and families?
Let's me and you keep talking about it, and let's try to make all the senators and congressmen aware about it. A lot of them listen to our show.
We're doing it now. LynnsWarriors.org. Community creates change. Thank you, John. We have to keep on this. We have to keep talking about it. Thank you for always covering these topics with us at the Warriors, and wishing you and your beautiful family and everybody a happy, happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and we'll talk in the new year. Thank you so much.
Thanks, John.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here. Wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.